Alrighty. Let's get this over with. Just one more win.
Yeah, I'm just getting a drink before I sit down proper.
Go for it. I gotta figure out ban.
Righto, so what are you banning from each other?
He is. My account keeps saying that I'm offline again. Hearthstone. Stop being.
Yep.
He's banning Mage.
Interesting choice.
Yeah, he just doesn't like Mage, apparently.
I mean, like, I've always been an advocate for like making a small tweak to the freeze mechanic to make it less oppressive. And make it so you can't freeze a minion 2 turns in a row.
Does this say that I'm online?
From my end,
Yeah.
One of you. Oh,
Yeah.
yep, you popped back on.
Just now?
Yep.
Oh, dude. Alright, sick nasty. I don't know what the fuck's going on with Blizzard, but it's probably something to do with the updates. Let me make sure I'm recording. I'm recording. We're good to go. Let's see here. I'm gonna ban. It was either that or Evolve Shaman. I couldn't decide. Well, I will sit here for a little bit longer because I'm waiting for him to respond to me. Druid too strong. I have to remember that I'm playing Druid this time. I, I love Mage. Mage is probably one of my favorite decks. Let's see here. He's typing. We'll figure out. So this is kind of like Smash Bros. Rules with winners and losers bracket. Um, if LaCrap wins the the best 3 out of 5, the bracket resets, and we do the banding again. Does that make sense?
Righto.
Because I feel like it's only fair to them that since they're in losers that they have to kind of win twice because the winner has gone undefeated.
Yep.
Anyways, it looks like we are going underway. Why am I?
Come, sit a while and relax.
Okay. You're still hanging around in the spectators, the commentators chat, or or can you not hear me? Like I can't tell. So we have the Imp Warlock versus the Relic Demon Hunter. A match that went somewhat decently for me during, if I'm recalling correctly, during my match against LaCrap. Though he seems to be starting up quite a good deal stronger than
Job's done.
during my match, but Mr. Reaper here pushing on with the relics, desperately trying to win back the board. Though that seems like a bit of a long shot considering. And the top deck flanking maneuvers could help though.
This is our chance.
Just cleaning off some of these stickier imps. Going for the Imp Gang boss instead of clearing as many imps as possible. That's an interesting choice. Doesn't seem to have paid off, considering the follow-up that is steadily approaching. But the Glade Shot coming in and putting in Reaper back in the game. But of course, such swings are all in a day's work for the average Imp Warlock. who seem to bounce back again and again like fleas, which is kind of fitting given the subject matter of the deck. That is not a very good draw on Reaper's part. He is not happy to see the Crixus.
The Queen's trove is forbidden!
And the question becomes, is this just game? It doesn't seem to have a lethal on board on LaCrap's side, but given the lack of answers in Reaper's possession, I can't imagine this game going much longer.
A little fire never hurt nobody.
Going wide once again, surprising precisely nobody. I mean, LaCrap is 100% ahead, and then some.
The Queen's trove is forbidden!
And I believe that if I'm not mistaken, that is just lethal on board on LaCrap's side. Exactly. Feels bad. And we move on to next round. 1-0 to LaCrap.
Lunara versus Tyrande!
Your path has brought you here.
The forest fights back.
And we have the notorious duo of Quest Priest versus Druid in general. Well, with Reaper playing the latter in this role, and LaCrap starting out as all quests do.
Nature's blessings upon you.
And we've got the complimentary heal on turn 2. Though, given Guff in hand and LaCrap's lack of a 2-drop, things are primed to go very wrong for LaCrap very quickly if he can't rectify this. Surely he just takes the innovate. No, goes for the starfish instead.
Job's done.
And Reaper is ramping up, probably hoping for the Druid to grant him a quick and decisive victory.
Wild miscalculation.
Alas, Okani does little to stop the menace. That is Guff on turn 5.
Just resting my eyes.
Be at peace.
Oh. Oh, I didn't catch that. We've got a fiesta going on with identity theft going into the Guff on the priest's side. This will definitely be more noteworthy than the average game for that fact alone.
Time has come to dethrone our former master.
Interesting choice to drop the Renethel rather than ramping as much as possible, especially considering he has an opponent who can ramp.
You are safe now.
Going for aquatic form into the miracle growth for a big spike in the hand size and armor with the follow-up earth and scales. Though it is questionable how much such a thing matters considering the win condition of the quest priest. Though fortunately for Reaper, LaCrap seems to be severely lacking in the department of 2-drops. And is just hanging mana. And a classic Onyxia into full board clear, leaving the priest in a somewhat precarious state, forcing him to go 2 for 1 and clean the scene into light it burns. Or perhaps he's hoping to fish some other answer. Dropping the starfish. An interesting play. Considering that there may be more opportune moments to use that, considering but at the same time that does mean a cleaner progression through the quest. Now the question now becomes, what comes first, the shard or the Nathrius? Or even just this upcoming Nugget Giant play from
Reflect
Oracle of the Loon, whom honestly shouldn't work the way it does, but
Just resting my
of course it's truly only the best for Blizzard's favorite class. Burning a location on LaCrap's side. So have to wonder if that is of any notable consequence. So the question now becomes, can he answer these two 8/8s? From the look of his hand, that is going to be a definitive no.
I'm undead, not dead.
Leaving the Ibis to plow through the taunt and deal hefty damage to the quest druid priest. And there is Nathria. And looks like Reaper is insistent on saving the Ibis, perhaps for a later turn. Regardless, the result is the same. Guff being pounded by two colossal sea giants. And which is certainly one way to lose a game. Love those meaty, crunchy sound effects of 8+ damage. Reminds me of the old days of Hand and Warlock. And it looks like he's forced to drop the Whirlpool here, which I'm relatively certain he top-decked.
The path is clear for the worthy.
Reflect in the moonwell.
Ooh, going into a loon to double up on Ibis. With nearly 40 damage, with exactly 40 damage on the board, with Nathria and Bran in hand, it looks like Reaper is in the perfect position to prove to us all why Druid is once again and topping game after game. Oh, and into the shard. Oh, that is not gonna feel nice. And mutinous on top of it. That is quite the selection.
That rope's burning again.
And it missed. That is quite the play there. Now it is merely a matter of infusing the Nathria enough to overwhelm and overcome the absurd low life total gifted by Renathal. As it seems, LaCrap is once again on the back foot.
Cast the darkness from your heart.
As I believe if he trades combined with flipper friends that a brand of Nathria ends this game here and now. Though perhaps he could undo it with a gift. I'm not quite sure on the map on that.
Where you followed?
That rope's burning again.
No, I'm pretty sure if Reaper innovates into the flipper friends and then infuses it, is Denathrius, this is just game. Once again, solidifying the supremacy that is Druid in this current day and age.
Who knows what secrets will uncover? A toast to all who sought to kill me.
And we are all tied up again.
Versus Tyrande!
Raw power is no substitute for true strength.
I will
And we have the
prove
classic
myself to you.
Gilded versus Tyrande, the greatest incel relationship ever told within the World of Warcraft mythos.
I see you.
As Quest Priest faces off against Relic Demon Hunter. And I believe the odds are in Reaper's favor on this particular occasion. Though probably not with draws like that. I suppose the question is, does he burn the Relic of Extinction to pump up into his other relics, which are in hand? Right, I've won the Quest Priest missing the 3-drop. And top decking it. What good fortune on LaCrap's side. Into a 4-drop off the top as well. Now, I wish I were making this up, folks, as we seem to be within the realm of fortune deciding games these days more than pure predictions and the knowing of cards in the opponent's deck. But things are still looking up for Grim
Let's see
here.
what side of the bed I woke up on.
As the delay to the 4 drop unactivated Netherwing is quite the juicy target for extinction in here. And once again going into that Tecton Glaive Shark there. That's probably one of the more notable cards in his deck. Unless as you count the relic package as a whole as being notable. But that's neither here nor there, folks.
I'm undead, not dead.
And here we have the brick wall for Priest in the Undying Disciple. Unfortunately, Zalagdaros here is putting the pressure on, as it were. And a single taunt,
Cannot exist.
however, advancing the quest may be, is not going to stop up a 0 mana Relic of Extinction into the 7 mana Denathrius. As I believe that is lethal. Question is, does Reaper see it? I believe he does not, apparently.
The pack will feast on your bones.
Oh, my mistake. He was too off lethal with Denathrius. Regardless, the LaCrap is going to be in an unpleasant surprise with that board clear. As this is game, I do believe, thanks to once again Denathrius. Now all Reaper has to do is win one more game out of 2, and he's won his whole own tournament. I feel like there could be a joke related to Seto Kaiba in there somewhere, but I'm either not seeing it there, or I just can't be asked.
Gul'dan versus Tyrande.
Your path has brought you here.
Oh, and going into the Disruption Warlock versus the Quest Priest. They had the confrontation from the last time this happened has to be ringing a sore spot. Even now.
I see you brought guests.
And unfortunately for LaCrap, it seems as though The draws are not forthcoming as he's forced to go into identity theft and is unfortunately missing quite a few pieces. Though the immolation could be a nice spot of revenge. One that Reaper does not see coming. And he drops it. Leaving all of Reaper's cards on fire as he desperately gets the rod out in the hopes of perhaps salvaging some of his hand with that juicy cost reduction.
Light cannot exist without the dark.
LaCrap dropping the spirit guide and perhaps hoping to fish out
More bones to gnaw.
a 2-cost card.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
And dropping the brand, perhaps in the hopes that it will not immediately be destroyed. Though unfortunately that Nether Drake has some things to say about that, I do
Let's
imagine.
see what side of the bed thou will go.
Combined with the one mana priest removal. Ooh, but the Lady Darkbane. Could this be what Reaper is looking for? As half of his hand burns to ash and dust. LaCrap dropping another identity theft. Yeah, that 0 mana removal for the Tamsin has to be appetizing. But there is a 2-drop in the Thalnos in the hand. The question now becomes, does he value the quest or not? It appears he values the removal in this case. Tamsin is very threatening when combined with curses. Completing the next stage of the quest. And leave it all the top deck Dreadlich to refill the hand on Reaper and discount everything and leave him in a much better position, admittedly.
Light cannot exist without the dark.
The time has come to dethrone our former master.
Dropping the second spirit guide at the risk of sounding redundant. And Reaper is in a position to force LaCrap to potentially overdraw with the double draw into double curse, which it looks like he is going for.
Let the ritual of absolution commence.
Shuffle off.
Unfortunately, he seems to have gone a bit too hard on
Shuffle off.
into the curses, as dropping a bunch of them through Lady Darkvein into a full hand.
My hand is full.
He did burn a Finley though, which may or may not be relevant. Given the course so far, it appears that such things are of no concern to LaCrap. As he moves on to the final stage of his quest. And potentially into forcing a response. So the immolation on Reaper's side will likely sway the coming turns. Going into the Wicked Shipment to draw off Catastrophe. Interesting choice. The question now becomes, does he burn LaCrap's hand? Or does he trust in it being not very interesting, but he goes for the burn on a full hand, which is about as much as anyone playing Immolation can hope for. LaCrap doing some spring cleaning with the simple imps.
Who knows what secrets
Oh,
will
going into Bran or Zola, is it? Or bypassing the immolation. Perhaps to combo with his quest reward to double his chances of drawing it? Who can say? Though it was probably a mistake to leave those imps, considering what Reaper just drew. With a strong board presence and courtesy of random imp portals, Reaper has firmly taken his place on the board. The clean the scene and whirlpool in hand to differ, but he seems to have predicted that and merely gone for his abyssal wave and burnt an 8-drop, potentially forcing a very awkward play out of LaCrap here, if he doesn't want to burn the whirlpool, given the fact that as he burnt another 8-drop. In his Moag.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
It is not a favorable position for LaCrap here, I must say. And he goes for the double treasures. Now I have to wonder, what could he possibly hope to get off Ajara here? And he goes for Tidestone, which, given that most of his hand is about to crumble away to ash, is a decent enough way to refill it. Well, funnily enough, that Bran is actually a bait, and the Smothering Starfish is actually probably one of the best plays Reaper could have made here, whether he knows it or not.
Drowning your sorrows.
Hand is full.
And dropping 2 curses to prevent and LaCrap from drawing. This is quite the predicament for the Quest Priest, as if he drops the Whirlpool here, he will mill his own Bran and be unable to deal with both curses. Quite the unfortunate turn of events for LaCrap here. Fortunately for him, Reaper doesn't have much of a follow-up play short of tapping here and seeing what he gets.
Side effects? No. Trust me.
He was likely hoping for a Bran to accompany this, but the Zarkul here into a robust board could swing the
What is taking
tide
so long?
firmly and completely in Reaper's favor and secure him victory over this entire mini tournament,
Out of the oven. Fresh out of the oven.
which it seems he is in the position to go for. The Thrive is definitely an interesting thing. Top deck, though the options here are very much lacking. I don't know if there was an answer in his deck, though perhaps he should have played the Tidestones beforehand. Oh, into the Mutinous, which he honestly probably should have played, and potentially sniping either the customer or, more importantly, the Zaku. Though regardless, the amulet makes for a solid play, leaving 2 incredibly obnoxious taunt minions in the way. Choosing to siphon the spirit here. And once again, LaCrap's hand is nearly full. Tapping almost last. What a classic order lull moment there. I'm sure or Reaper will be happy to edit something and post about a meme or something if he's into editing.
Let's see what side of the bed.
Oh, that light more has got to sting. As a way to close out this game is in dire need to present itself, otherwise Reaper will be forced to face one more game or potentially lose it all. Though with such potent curses on his side, is LaCrap even in a position to recover?
Such a perfect specimen.
The grand total of an incoming the mutinous devouring the copied Zakul, potentially saving him and finishing off his quest, and leaving a notable threat on board as well. Will this come down to what Mutinous ate? Or is there still something that Reaper can draw? Definitely not a mistress. That won't help him. Not one bit. Portal into an imp. Into another imp. Into an immolate. Alas, if there is only a way to stop up
The time has come
LaCrap from
to
playing
dethrone
Zarella.
the master.
This seems not to be the case, as Cleaner Scene drops.
Cast the darkness from your heart.
And the shard is in deck.
I'm almost out of cards. Who stole all my cards?
Oh, you never like to see the mithril rod on the bottom of the deck.
Are you gonna clean that up?
Job done.
Alas, it does not seem as though Reaper is in a position to win this game, as that mutinous firmly placed it within LaCrap's hands. And now he only has one chance to take it home, otherwise the whole bracket is reset.
I have returned for now. You still there, Gilded? Hello? Well, nonetheless, I don't know how long he's been gone. Right now, we're just gonna
Oh.
take a little break. Oh, hey. Hey.
Hey.
Alright,
Yeah,
what's up?
So it's the hopefully for you the last game. Otherwise, the whole bracket is up in the air again, and
It's just, bracket is just, him and me.
yeah,
And we have to redo the 3 matches.
yeah. You have to redo the 3 matches.
With a different ban. I don't know if I'm gonna ban this quest priest, man. This fucking quest priest. Everyone brought it, and I feel comfortable playing against it. But him taking that emulate,
What really screwed you over there was the mutinous.
Well, at the end of the game, it was mutinous. But I mean, I lost my Bran, I lost my Tamsin, I lost my Abyssal Wave, which are all 3 key cards, and trying to give him more curses. And he mutinous my Zach Will. I was like, man, he's still waiting on this 7 drop. I might as well as play this now and try to get this going. And then I drew Dragged Below, so I was like, I have to set this up. This is a 2-turn lethal.
Yeah, and then he mutinous you, and it was all over.
I tried so hard, bro. I cleared my fucking board. Yeah. Alright.
Like, you were doing so well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you probably didn't know about it, but like some of the plays you made put him in some really awkward spots.
Like the double heal? Put me or put him?
Put him in. Like, you like when you played a wave and cleared your board, like he was sitting on a whirlpool that was about to burn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I gave him some curses. That's the whole point. Like, the emulate is really nice because he's trying to clear out his hand, so that way he doesn't burn cards, right? So then I'm over here trying to also give him curses at the same time, so that way he's like, oh shit, I can't play the curse and play this card right now. All right, looks like we're ready. We're gonna queue back up. I'm gonna go ahead and mute myself.
Gul'dan versus Morgul. Know the true essence of
Now we have
fear.
Disruption Warlock against Evolve Shaman. Is this the final match? Or will the loser's bracket be able to squeeze out a win and level the playing field? Only time will tell.
I see you've brought I see you've brought guests.
Job's done.
A mediocre hand on Reaper's side and a rather imposing hand on LaCrap's side. Puts it firmly in his favor. Though unfortunately for him, that Bulmer is easy pickings to be dragged below. Yes, the accursed clownfish, rearing its ugly head to discount Murlocs even further.
Prisoner to my chains.
And a mediocre evolve. Dropping the Immolate on a Macaw and a Devourer. At least one will never see the light of day. Potentially both, depending on how this goes. An unfortunate choice on the Murloc homes there. Perhaps a bit early for that. Then dropping the Primordial Wave. Oh, that potentially backfires hard on him thanks to that Muck Plumber. Could this be what Reaper is looking for? To potentially force LaCrap to burn the Macaw anyway? As that Twilight Drake is probably one of the worst 4-drops LaCrap could have gotten. Potential misplay on LaCrap. No. The location is active, unfortunately, for Reaper, meaning he can dispose of the Muck Plumber easily enough. As he forces the Macaw out via Sleep Breaker in order to get some value out. And down comes Mutinous, looking for a tasty snack, but finding only skin and bones in Archmage Thalnos.
Let the ritual of absolution commence.
And double Abyssal Wave. That is quite the potent combo there. Stuffing curses into LaCrap's hand and leaving himself quite better off for it.
More bones to gnaw on.
So this null into the last charge of Muck Pools
To me.
leaves quite the sizable threat on board. Now the question is, does he drop the Zarkul to offset the 8 damage? He does.
Side effects? No.
As well as a Mistress. Perhaps hoping to trade it into the Zarkul and evolve it another turn. LaCrap freezes the Mistress and trades into the Zakul, failing to realize that a smothering starfish combined with touch is quite the decisive response to such a play. And sure enough, LaCrap's board is left bare. And he is left without a decisive play of his own. Devolving into schooling, perhaps in preparation for a primordial wave. Instead, trading to fuel his famished fool. Refilling his hand and filling the board with random squirrels he got off one of his random evolve cards. Ooh, that is the Dreadlich coming down on Reaper's side. A very sizable pick to get off a tap. Into the Goldshire Knoll, clear off the 5-drop.
Frostbite's sharper than fang.
And with Bran firmly in hand this round, it seems that the Cursed Warlock is in much more of an advantageous position than with the immolation generated from the identity theft via last game. Thus, we will see Reaper's deck acting more at its full potential.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
Combined with both Gran, Zola, and Cultist. Once again, stuffing Abyssal Curse after Abyssal Curse. Leaving LaCrap at a meager 6 life. With very little he can reasonably do besides trading into the Mistress. Forced to abandon the Abyssal Curses. He desperately freezes the board via Snowfall Guardian. Though the question now is it enough? I think not. As while lethal is not presented on board, his lack of recovery, combined with this following abyssal wave, will leave him in a very precarious situation.
Job's done.
Now, is there anything worthwhile to be gained from a school teacher? There is 1 or 2 good cards he could get.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
and alas, there is no healing among them. So Farsight is always
Pick me!
an appreciated option, though the question now becomes, that is definitely a potent and card to have reduced to 3 mana, but Kael'thas without Denathrius and without a suitable follow-up, besides an uninfused Famished Fool, is not enough. And I believe perhaps that's swinging into Primordial Wave and hoping for the best. There is not much else LaCrap can do. And he unfortunately leaves the rope, declaring that Reaper take home the crown. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Gilded Guy, and congratulations to the winner.
I have returned.
How does it feel? You pulled a Seto Kaiba and won your own tournament.
Yeah, that not very satisfying is the answer. But as happy as I am to have participated, I wasn't supposed to have been participating. The other contestant did drop out, and instead of making it a 3-person tournament, I stepped in and made it a 4. And I didn't think I'd win. I still didn't think I'd win. GG to LaCrap. He did a very good job trying to maintain that evolved shaman. Not having Brukan was definitely a key factor in that matchup.
Yeah, and just not having healing in general.
Yeah. On that note, LaCrap, welcome. Since I am the winner, and I did notice that Hearthstone is updating in literally like tomorrow, I'm more likely to host another tournament probably in like next month.
Righto.
Nice.
Just because I feel unsatisfied with me being the winner. Hopefully at that time it works out with the other people that that I'm trying to collaborate with, and see what happens.
Such things with scheduling and time zones, it's always
Yeah,
a
I mean,
hassle.
I wanted this to be an 8-person tournament and by the week before this, I was like, okay, it's probably going to be 6-person, and here we are sitting at 4 people. So that's tournaments for you. I just wanted to say thank you guys for participating. I'm glad you guys can make it and take time out of your days to make this work.
Yeah.
It was
No
very
problem.
fun. I enjoyed it.
I'm glad
You guys were awesome, and everything was yes, very good. Very good. I
Yes,
liked it.
you're a really good person yourself and a really good player on top of that.
Yeah, unfortunately, if you are hosting the next month, my deck quality won't be. It's
Yeah.
still
Unfortunately, with your
limited.
free-to-play account, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish we could have made that work, but it's kind of just how things roll. We'll try something different next time and see how things work out.
Yeah, but I still enjoyed it, and I still did better than I expected, actually.
Good, good. Glad to hear so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. I'll end it on that note. I'm gonna finish up cutting these into short videos, or they're going to be like an hour-long videos, pretty much. And
do some editing.
yeah, I posted all of yesterday's already,
Oh yeah.
so I'm ready to post all of this. However, yesterday I did notice that the preliminaries had no sound, so I have to re-upload that.
Oh, okay.
Um,
But for you, thank you for organizing it, and thank you for inviting it, and all the best.
Thank
Yeah.
you, thank you. I tried hard to organize this well, but I'm not. This is my first time doing something of this sort, so I had to figure something out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cheers,
it was
mate.
awesome still. Yes, cheers.
Thank you, thank you. Alrighty, guys, enjoy the rest of your day.
You're gonna
Thanks.
post a link to the video, like I don't know, in this Discord channel.
I'll send it to you guys all personally. I'm probably gonna dissolve the accounts on here.
Oh, yeah. All right, fair enough.
Okay, yeah.
Alrighty, good games, good
Alright,
games.
Bye.